REKT podcast is brought to you by Honey Miner. Want to start mining, but never had the technical skills or time? Honey Miner is the answer. Honey Miner is a one-click install mining software that downloads directly to your computer and earns you Bitcoin. No more writing scripts or configurations. Just download the desktop app and start mining immediately. What are you waiting for? Go to honeyminer.com and start earning Bitcoin while you sleep today. That's honeyminer.com, on Twitter at GetHoneyMiner, and Telegram at t.me/honeyminer.
Hi, I'm Cryptofungus, and welcome to Jackass. REKT.
Hello and welcome to REKT Podcast. I am your host, Bunchu Betts, along with our other host here, Chamber. Chamber, how you doing, man?
I don't want to do the podcast today. I am not doing well today.
Well, you know, it's funny that you.
I feel like I say this. I feel like I say this every episode. I mean, this is the more episodes we do, the darker the pit is getting. It keeps
getting worse. It's so bad that you didn't want to do the episode. Cynthia's not even here.
Yeah, Cynthia's.
she just chose to just not do the episode. So
she's trying to get that ICO sold, and that Ethereum price is killing her.
Exactly. So no, but Cynthia is experiencing some storms down where she lives, and she got her internet is out, so we will be doing it with Chamber and I, and we also have a special guest here. Welcome. We have a fungus among us, Cryptofungus. How you doing, man?
Woo! Awesome, amazing. What a great, wonderful day.
Wonderful
to
day.
Talk about being wrecked.
Yes, it is. And
there's really no better day.
No, this is the greatest day ever.
It is. And just another thing of note here, for the first time ever on REKT Podcast, I am outnumbered by Canadians, so you
can smell the maple syrup in the air, buddy.
I can. I feel like Chamber. I feel like you sweat maple syrup.
I sweat, and I drink a lot of maple syrup, so that is very possible.
I mean, you could probably just like tap you like a tree.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a mixture of Tim Hortons coffee and maple syrup for sure.
That sounds delicious.
Tim Hortons, I've never been to, but I've been to Canada once, and they're everywhere.
They are everywhere. They're a little, in my humble opinion, a little bit overrated.
Overrated. So yeah. Are they like the equivalent of like a Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah. What would you say, Fungus? A little bit better than a Dunkin'?
I think a little bit better than a Dunkin', and way under a Starbucks.
Yeah, way under a Starbucks.
Way under
over
a Starbucks.
A Dunkin'.
Yeah. Over a Dunkin'.
Well, I mean, America runs on Dunkin', so
apparently, definitely
just
Boston.
By that definition, Canada is greater than America.
Oh, so, that's good math.
That's the transitive property.
That math checks out.
Speaking of math, everything is down all over the place, and that doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out. We are sitting at a $6,200 Bitcoin-ish. We are at $280 Ethereum. I haven't seen that in.
I've never seen it until
a
today.
year.
I haven't seen this until today.
When I first bought Ethereum, it was like $140. And
$1.40. Oh my God!
no, not $1.40. I would be.
What are you doing this podcast for?
Yeah, I'd have an island even with a $280 Ethereum. I would be rich. But no, $140. So, and then like they had a big first pump, and its all-time high at the time was like around $420, and then came back down all the way to $135, and now. Obviously the rest was history until now. $279. It's dropping. It's dropping like a fly. It's dropping. So everything is red. Fungus, I hope you're not too wrecked.
I'm perfectly wrecked. Just the right amount.
Just the right amount.
Just the right amount of wrecked.
Medium,
That's awesome.
Medium wrecked.
Medium
not
wrecked.
Well done, REKT.
I'm actually going to try to order a steak medium REKT next time and see what happens to me. But awesome. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We've got a fun show here. So we are going to start with you, just kind of how we start every show with our guests. Let our audience kind of know how you got into crypto, where your crypto journey started, and how you've weeded through the waters so far.
Poor weeding.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine would show me Bitcoin for a long time, and eventually, I think a couple years ago, he just grabbed my phone, he put a wallet on it, and he sent me $5. And since then, it got me hooked. I was like, "What is this?
What a good friend!
What a good friend!
That is a good friend.
He's a good friend." I actually bought my first crypto from him. He's probably regretting that right now. I think one time I asked him to buy another little batch from him, and he said, "You know what? There's this site called Coinbase. Stop buying this from me." So, so I discovered Coinbase, and
so when was this?
This was in 2016.
Okay, so 2016.
So you definitely have a head start on me.
But I didn't really grasp the technicals, the technicals of Bitcoin for quite some time. I was just accumulating, just having fun with it, reading up on it here and there. But I hadn't discovered crypto Twitter till late in the 2017.
That was the same thing that happened to me, actually. I got in around March of last year, I think, to 2017, and I spent the first 6 or 8 months, or 6 months, I guess, without crypto Twitter and just kind of doing my own thing. And I was less wrecked then, but still, without crypto, I couldn't imagine my life now without crypto Twitter. It's once you're there, it sucks you in like a black hole.
Yeah, I think I only went 1 month being in crypto without being in crypto Twitter.
Were you on Twitter beforehand, and either of you?
I was just with my own personal.
Same.
Yeah. With my 35 followers. I don't even know who they are. I don't even have 35 friends.
I don't have 35 real friends. I don't think.
Does anybody really?
But anyway, cool. So 2016 you got in. 2017 you really got in, and then found crypto Twitter. How's your journey on crypto Twitter been? You've got a pretty decent following. You're a funny guy. So talk about your crypto Twitter experience.
It's been interesting. I just did a perfect little chart of my experience on crypto Twitter. If you guys saw that is
I did see that.
That is 100% me. When I'm making jokes, they're coming from personal experience. It's been fun just kind of discovering how to navigate the space, who to talk to, who not to talk to, how shilling works, who actually know what they're doing on Twitter, who are completely faking it. It's been really interesting.
And now you're here at the epitome of fake it till you make it REKT podcast.
I believe we're up front with our fakeness, so it makes us more genuine.
I'm not sure
That's
it's
awesome.
I'm not sure it's fakeness as much as it is just complete and utter nonsense.
Lack of knowledge.
Right. So we've joked a couple of times, Fungus, that the best way for us to do our own research was to start this podcast because we have smart people come on and tell us what they think about the space. And so, Chamber's over there taking notes on what coins to buy and everything
all the time.
Like that. So that's been our very best version of do your own research. We've do your own podcast. So
that's brilliant.
And now you're here. You've made it. So I think this is it. This is as good as it gets. I peaked in high school, but you are peaking right now. So
you are currently peaking, sir.
Yes, that's it. So welcome.
Thank you.
Cool. Next thing we always like to ask our guests is, we are called REKT Podcast. We are trying to navigate the waters here, and for anybody who's new or got in around the top and has been dealing with everything we've been dealing with for the past couple months here, we like to have our guests share some of their biggest REKT stories in their journey in crypto. Kind of make some people feel better out there for us, Fungus. What do you got for us?
This is the jackass part of the show, right?
Yeah.
So just stand in front of this bull and put a blindfold on. Go.
It'll only hurt for a second.
That is why I'm not letting my girlfriend listen to this podcast. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it. Okay, so my journey starts in REKTness in 2017. So my friend also said, hey, there's this other site called Poloniex. And my first experience with connecting with people was on the Polo Troll Box.
The Troll Box, yes.
And the Troll Box was really hot about this one coin called Digibyte.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. So I bought into the pre-pump. And I made a little bit of money, and like a total noob, that weekend I was planning, I'm going to go all in like a genius. I'm so
That makes
smart.
sense to me.
It makes total sense.
Yeah. Hey,
So I thought,
this is a solid plan.
Yeah, I'm not understanding where the REKT part
Yeah, this can only go up from here.
can only go up from here. I thought I was outsmarting everyone. I was like, oh, no, Citibank, that's a joke. Like, they're not on Minecraft. All these plebs are going to buy into that. And that was me. And I bought the top of the pre-pump.
Oh, no.
And in like, I got to say, like 3 or 4 hours, it just tanked.
Oh,
And,
no. It was that fast? Like, you didn't
so
even get
fast.
a couple days to feel like you were
It
a
was like
genius?
Sunday morning, I was feeling like a genius, and then Sunday maybe afternoon, I was like panic selling. So I'm gonna be honest because I think being honest with yourself and your trading history and experience is important to moving forward. Like I lost 20% of my Bitcoin holdings, and I was so lucky that I didn't lose more.
Really?
Isn't that the worst feeling ever?
It was the worst. I think I had a full out like panic attack that week. It was just like
Yeah.
It was just like, wow, what did I do?
Crypto giveth and crypto taketh away. Oh, my God.
Oh God, I hope this is the
So
worst story.
you lost 20%. Are we talking in a matter of hours?
In a matter of hours. So I can't imagine what people go through when they buy the top and they're not watching it, or they hold through it, or they panic and never come back, and they take a 40 or 60 or 80% loss. Yeah, it's incredible.
You sound, 20% at this point seems like, you're doing
Like
pretty
you're
great.
making off like a bandit.
So
was
you
lucky.
sound like you're a pretty, decent risk management, risk averse type.
No, do not get an impression. You're giving me way too much credit.
Fair enough.
So the story continues. So I was just fascinated by how much the alts pumped in 2017. If I held Digibyte, it went to like 3,000 sats the next week. People on the troll box were calling it. I was like, there's no way. And then I watched it do it. And I was like, holy shit, that's insane. But I waited. I didn't get back in. I calmed down. I reaccumulated as much as I could. And then I waited for the fall. So this is story number 2 of REKTness. So the fall, everyone got really positive again, and I discovered crypto Twitter, which is the next step. And as a noob on crypto Twitter, you see a lot of charts, calls, happy people, positive stuff.
At least at that time you did.
At that time, you did. In the fall, you did. Not now.
Right.
Did we call that pepper season? Is that the opposite of salt
I
season?
see what you did there. That is just, I'm
See what
all
I did?
about.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, I'm a big wordplay guy. I really like what you did there.
Thank you very much. I accept the.
It was the pre-seasoning.
Yeah, the pre-seasoning.
I like it.
So I bought in the fall, and stuff was kind of going up a little bit, and I was kind of happy. I really waited and really thought I caught some bottoms. And one night, I think Bitcoin was around $6,000. Alts were just kind of starting to show some weakness, and I was like, I'm going to take my stops off. And because
Another smart move.
smart move number 2. And literally that night, Bitcoin cracked through, I think, like 6,000, 7,000. I think it was like that SegWit lock-in time, about like Halloween-ish, early November. And I woke up the next morning and I was minus 20% again across the board.
Holy smoke.
Oh man. I remember at that time, at some point, right around that same time, I was trading a lot on Bittrex, and I didn't even know how to put a stop loss in. That's how idiotic I was. Like, how do I do this? So I feel you.
Yeah, I don't do any trading. But as a show of solidarity, Fungus, I was just looking up my my Delta app, and I'm gonna let you in on my worst trade to date.
This portion of the podcast is
gonna be
called Canadian Brotherhood, brought to you by Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, a better Dunkin'.
But not quite Starbucks.
But not quite Starbucks. Yeah, exactly. I bought a bag. I bought this bag. I don't know when I bought it. I bought it a long time ago.
Yeah.
I bought it in January, the beginning of January 10th.
Oof.
Yes.
January 10th, 2018.
I remember that day.
Bought a bag of, and I think at this time I was more into crypto YouTube, which I know is a completely separate.
No.
I've never really gotten into.
It's
crypto
a scary
YouTube.
place. It is a scary place.
Okay, so let's really quick. Let's rank them. Crypto Twitter, crypto YouTube, crypto Facebook.
Oh, you just rank them.
Yeah, I think
I ranked them all.
Yeah.
Crypto YouTube's the best one.
No,
Twitter.
Twitter.
Oh, sorry. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook.
Agreed.
Okay, that's probably what I would have gone with myself also.
Yeah. So I was on crypto YouTube, and one of the big shills was Upfiring, which I believe was a Cryptopia gem, maybe still is. And
were there just like multiple people showing this thing, or what?
Yeah, it was. It's kind of like hot fresh alt or whatever, hot cheap alt.
Oh, that sounds hot.
Yeah, exactly. And so I bought it January 10th. And as of today, my USD value is down 96.61%.
Hi-oh.
96?
96.61%.
God.
But on the bright side, my BTC value is down merely 92.09%.
Oh my God! What? So wait, what was this coin? Was it anything?
So Upfiring. Well, the reason I bought it, I love downloading stuff. I like to get a lot of content and hold it. So this
Porn.
No. There's no sense in leaving a paper trail of porn behind me. But no, just like TV shows, movies, music, whatnot. And Upfiring still is the technically still around. It's not dead yet. They were doing basically. You guys ever do like Pirate Bay or anything like that?
Yeah, sure.
Never.
So-
Not that I want to
What's
admit,
that?
I guess, but it's like
Yeah.
a torrent. It's like a BitTorrent site, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So basically, they were tokenizing torrent sites where you would get paid in Upfiring to seed, movies and music and whatnot. And I'm like, well, I do that already. This makes sense to me. And I'm like, all right, I'll buy a bag of that. And yeah,
I'm an illegal pirate.
Oh yeah,
This is for me.
I am an absolute pirate.
Awesome.
Well, in Canada, we don't get all, we get, I'd say 85% of what you get. So there's 15% that I got to go search for in the deep dark web.
You mentioned that last week or something, and I was kind of surprised by that. I didn't. Well, you also apparently just got debit cards that I learned last week. Too,
Visa debit cards. Thank you very much. so we'll throw it over back to Fungus, but I figured I would lay myself down on the line.
So wait, was
for ya.
Upfiring an ICO?
No, that was a straight up token.
Oh my God, because I've seen ICOs that are down that much. From
No.
January,
This was a Cryptopia gem. Still is. I think that's still the only place I can get rid of it.
Well, gem is a pretty generous word.
Yeah, it is pretty generous, I guess, if you think about it. But yeah, there I am, 96% down USD and 92% down on the BTC.
So my only ICO that I've ever done was also in January, and that's about down 90% as well.
Wow.
I actually think
You want
still
to
a
call
good
it out?
project. Well, I actually think it's a really good project, so I'm not sure I want
I will
to call
buy.
it out.
I'll
And
buy a bag.
They're still in their closed beta. They're gonna be launching their full platform soon. So I actually still think it's a pretty good.
I just
it's
bought
a pretty
some.
awesome project. So
I just bought some ETH today. Just let me know where I can buy it. Is it on a? Is it tradable?
IDEX, yeah,
on IDEX. I'm
which
not very
you
smart.
have trouble using.
Yeah, I'm not very smart when it comes to IDEX.
He's out. IDEX.
That's it.
Let me know. Let me know what's on Binance.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not with. I don't think their token sale raised as much that they would need to even contact CZ. So
They don't have the 400 BTC.
yeah, no, exactly. That's what we were talking. We talked about that last show. 400
that'd be good.
Bitcoin, like that's outrageous. It's crazy. But yeah, is there any other wreck stories you want to share with us, Fungus?
Yeah, I think the last stage of wreckness was the January 10th. I held losses through November, December, just buying up my own blood as much as I could.
You only have so much blood. You need to buy it back if you can.
I was hanging on by like a drop. What happened? Oh yeah, but I wasn't watching USD values, so I think a lot of people got kind of trapped in this.
Oh yes, the great debate.
Oh, the great debate of what do you watch? Like, do you watch your alts in Bitcoin? Do you watch your alts in USD? Is it still are you still in profit if you sell a BTC loss, but you make USD? All that kind of crap that kind of brainwashed us through the fall.
I saw a tweet. I don't know, maybe yesterday or over the weekend or something that said, "Hey, remember when we all used to argue about what it was better to measure your portfolio in?
We know now.
That was fun." Yeah, exactly.
Turns out it was USD.
It was USD.
Yeah.
So I wasn't watching alts in USD at all. I was just watching them in BTC and the January pump. I was like, oh, they're up 3x, 4x. This is great. My portfolio is kind of snapping back. This is the start of the run. This is it. I'm in good shape. And then January, I think it was before the new year they started running, and then January 10th, 11th, I'm so sorry to say, that was the top of that little run.
The day Chamber bought his
but I didn't sell much through that. I think I sold like a little 2x on basic attention token, maybe some other probably solidly fundamental coins that I should be holding right now. I think I sold them Decred for a little 2x.
Oh, Decred.
Love to get back in on that. Probably shouldn't have sold that then.
Have a little bit of regret.
Look,
a little bit of regret there.
You're gonna have a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, I think we are now.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at now. I just still have all those January coins, those December coins, those fall 2017 coins.
So you still have them all. You haven't capitulated on.
No, I capitulated on a couple, like some Bittrex delistings that liquidity just got lost. I'm like, fuck, this is a dead coin that I bought without doing much research on. I can't justify holding it, even though it's like this wrecked.
Right.
Like 2 or 3 of those, but you got to do what you got to do. You got to give in a little bit. My fingers like itching on the mouse. I gotta sell this.
Yeah. So I totally, I capitulated on all of my alts probably a couple months ago, actually. And
Now, when you talk about
man,
when you talk about capitulating, you're just talking about putting it back into ETH or BTC.
yeah, I sold it all to Bitcoin. Everything I had.
That's
So,
all right.
Well, I mean, at some
so
point I was
you
just
traded them. You traded them.
Well, yeah, I trade, but I was,
Yeah.
I was. So basically, I got tired of losing money, so I said anything I'm still up on, I'm selling, and then, so I took profit on some stuff, and then anything I was, close to even on, I sold, and then, stuff still continued to go down. I think BAT was one of the last things I sold because it had some good news and some mini like pumps in there at some point, but. But at this point, I hold 0.00 alts.
It's funny. It's funny you bring that up. It's funny you bring that up because, in January and February, when everything was going crazy good, the conversation was strong hands, not weak hands. Hodl, hodl, hodl. I mean, that's the worst possible advice you could have got.
Hodl's a meme. Hodl is a meme.
It's crazy how that's changed, or I think everybody's starting to realize this now. Hopefully everybody is, but you should have had weak hands in February, or
I saw another tweet like that
January.
yesterday, and it said we used to talk about strong hands all the time. The weak hands are the ones with money.
Yeah, they have a lot of money now.
I mean,
or at least some of it.
I just want to give a quick update. We've been recording for about I don't know, almost 20 minutes now.
Oh, don't say it.
Ethereum is it was at 280 when we started recording. It is at 269.
That 286 buy I had today was didn't work out so well.
We're not even live, and people already know that you bought at 286 somehow and are just dumping their
Are you
bags.
kidding?
The
People
market
know
makers
when
listening to this episode going, "Oh, I'm gonna dump some more, right?"
Yep, they've got you
real
wired.
bad.
My wife might be a market maker. She just, whatever I tell her I'm doing, the opposite seems to happen. So I don't know what's happening.
That's funny, man.
Honey, what are you doing on the computer? Nothing.
Definitely not buying the top.
Definitely not.
Every time I tell you about crypto, you're on the computer.
Oh my god, it's so funny. But anyway, so that's the story there. So thanks for sharing your REKT stories.
No, thank you. And I'm by no means a master at this, as you guys can tell. I just get through it with jokes and trying to improve and just make one good trade, and I'll be happy.
That's what we're all about here. So you fit right in.
You might be an honorary fourth host.
Oh,
there.
thank you.
Yeah, because we're surely not experts, and we like to make jokes. So you've come to the right place. So
Definitely
anyway.
is better than the crying that I do during the day.
Yes, that's it. Well, you were at an empty house today, so your
Oh,
family's gone. You
so
probably cried all day.
So much crying.
So much crying.
Awesome. So let's get over to our news. We are going to let's go with Chamber first for our first news story of the day.
Well, I got some sad news. It turns out that my precious BitConnect coin has been delisted from its last exchange.
So give not only Fungus some context here, but anybody who's new to the show lately, why is it your precious BitConnect?
Well, I thought BitConnect was cryptocurrency. That's how it was introduced to me. I didn't hear about Bitcoin. I didn't hear about Ethereum or Litecoin. I was told about BitConnect coin. And I'm like,
so you know how Fungus had that really nice friend that gave him $5 in Bitcoin? This guy is the opposite of that. Whoever told you about BitConnect.
He's more wrecked than I am. I told him about the podcast. I said, I made a podcast in your honor.
That's
so I don't know if he actually listens to it, though. But if you're out there, you know who you are.
Trayvon.
Yeah, your friend Trayvon.
Trayvon. Yeah. TJ. To me. But yeah, so I guess it's dead. Is that what, are we calling it? Is BitConnect dead?
If we weren't calling it already, I think you got to call it now. It's been delisted from its final exchange, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
What exchange was it on?
It was Trade Satoshi.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think that's. I'm not on that one, but I think that's.
I've never used that.
It's a pretty.
Either.
I've heard that one before, though.
Yeah, I think maybe.
I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, it's dead unless there's a ton of OTC, trades going on that I don't know about.
Well, I thought it was pretty funny that I think this was last week. Trayvon James posted a picture of the chart, and it was up like 30%.
Like 100. I thought it was like 100%.
Oh, maybe it was. Maybe
yeah, it was up a bunch.
And he posted like the eyes emoji. It's like, dude, give it up, man.
Possibly my favorite emoji.
Yeah, it's one of the best ones out there. I think it is. So actually, this is a good. I had this conversation over the weekend. Grab your phone, Chamber. I want to know right now what your top 3 used emojis are.
Do we go horizontal or
you go down?
Down.
You go down.
Okay. All right. Hold on a sec. They are crying, laughing emoji.
Okay. Yep. You use that one a lot.
Fire emoji.
Yep.
And eyes emoji.
Eyes emoji. Okay, so it does. It fits in there to your.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's definitely. Yeah. That's definitely. And then
mine are thumbs up, donut, and earmuffs, eggplant.
I don't get that one. I see that one all the time.
He's a
It's
vegetarian.
lost on me.
Yeah.
I guess
Wait,
so.
you don't know what that stands
I'm
for?
just
Oh
joking.
God, I was like, oh my God.
Just some of that Canadian wit.
Well, sorry, I need a passport to get that joke. My bad. Fungus, what
got
are
it
yours?
right away.
Thumbs up. I do that all the time.
Nice. We're brothers in thumbs up.
The 100.
Oh, that's a good one. That's on
classic.
my list somewhere.
The fist. The kind of like saluting fist.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. All right. Well,
All right.
I had this conversation with people over the weekend, so you brought up the emojis, so I figured I'd ask. Throw a little curveball in there.
I like that one.
But-
I like that one.
Anyway, yeah. So Trayvon tweeted out the eye emojis, and you're just like, dude, give it a rest. You didn't technically lose all your money. Well, actually, you did lose you kind of lost all your money. So. But yeah, if Carlos Matos, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show.
You know what? I
And-
feel like we can get anybody now. Now that we've had John McAfee, I feel like
Yeah, you kind of feel invincible.
sky's the limit. I can get Carlos.
Fungus,
Matos.
how do you feel being after John McAfee? Like your
Uh,
guests potentially, you guests like progress and get better. So you're
Yeah.
technically better than John McAfee.
I think my thought is when you have someone that huge, you got to follow up with someone crappy because they're probably going to skip this week.
That's why we went with Donnie. That's why we went with Donnie Crypto.
Yeah, that's why I went with Donnie last week.
No, I'm not immediately afterwards.
No.
You're good.
Oh, I'm sorry, Donnie
Yeah,
Crypto.
see?
That joke was for me.
That's okay. We
I meant me.
we were giving him a hard time we had a fun time with him. He was quite no.
That
holds
I
barred.
mean, if you want to spend a weekend and have some fun, I couldn't imagine there'd be many more people better than him to spend a long weekend with.
Heck yeah.
That guy seems
Or
like a 24-hour party.
Donnie Crypto and John McAfee, you'd be just
Ooh.
I don't think you'd survive. I think that's
You'd wind up
physically
in a hospital
impossible.
bed.
you for certain would. And then you'd blame somebody for poisoning
bad
you.
McAfee joke.
And you'd blame somebody for poisoning you. Yep. So awesome. So that's our first story. I will go next. I have a story about Americans, not Canadians, are the main
The
target.
Canadians of the South. is
That's
what we call
right.
them up
South
here.
Canada.
South Canada.
Canada Light.
Canada Light. Americans are the main targets for crypto hackers, a new study reveals. So, this firm was conducted. It was called Group IB. It's a Russian-based computer forensics, go figure, and security firm. They revealed that in 2017, the number of compromised login data increased by 369%. Versus 2016.
Well, is that just because everyone was like jumping on the crypto bandwagon? Like,
It could
that just be correlation with?
Well, then it said in January
exchange
alone.
overload?
In January alone, there were over 250 leaks of login data, which represented a 689% to the monthly average experienced in 2017. So, yeah, so the report credits excitement about cryptocurrencies. So to your point there, and then, I mean, it's just also people not knowing
That makes
what the hell
that makes
they're
sense to me. I feel like the U.S. is a nice mix.
doing.
of,
Dumb.
I don't want to say that. here
not
here
what
in
he was getting
Canada,
Well-
in Canada, if we have nothing good to say, we don't say anything at all.
Well, if that were the case, we wouldn't have this podcast.
Yeah,
Chamber.
exactly. No, I throw that right out the window. No, but I think the U.S. is a good mix of disposable income, population, and maybe lack of knowledge, or maybe they're trying to oversimplify things.
Yeah, so
But I think there's
this-
a lot of money to be had in the U.S. and there's enough people online and enough people getting involved to really make a focus, to put a focus on it.
So the countries that they, I guess, studied in this study, 56.1% of the results came from America, and then Netherlands was second with 21.5, France with 11, the Russian Federation 2.6, so they can secure their stuff clearly. Germany 3.2%, Ukraine 1.3. And then, the other was 11. Ukraine was 4.3%. So
feeling kind of left out.
Yeah,
where's
was gonna
Canada?
say, where are you guys?
We're
on
part of
there?
the other.
Yeah, you're part of the other.
We're part of the Russian Federation.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here you go. This is a fun one too. Over 20% of users on crypto exchanges chose passwords shorter than 8 characters.
Oops.
Shorter. One second. Let me check
Shorter.
mine.
Yeah,
I'm long.
PASSW.
Yeah.
8. That's 8.
That's
Mine-
8. That works.
Mine's PA $$.
But so, moral of
1,
the
2,
story.
3, 4. Yeah, there you go.
Right, that's it. Pass 1, 2, 3, 4. Password 1, 2, 3. Any of those work.
Yeah.
And
And they're keeping their money on exchanges too. That's brilliant.
that's also not a great thing. So, we'll get to this question a little later in your REKT tests for that Chamber will give you. But 2FA is a must. We talk about it all the time. If you're new, if you're not new, back your 2FA up. Do it all. Don't keep all your money on exchanges. Blah blah blah. You know the drill. But we got to say it. We are called the REKT Podcast, but we do not want you to get wrecked. So that's that story. What do you got for us, Fungus?
I got this KuCoin FUD campaign that's been kind of spreading around Twitter the last week or so. Apparently there's an article out that's showing their Hong Kong offices that are completely deserted. This article says stuff like the people around never heard of KuCoin, or there was never anyone there. But KuCoin has responded saying that they have offices around the world. Their main office is where is their main office?
I think they said is it Singapore?
Singapore.
Yeah.
And that maybe that building was affiliated with them, but they responded to that FUD.
This was an interesting story, and as soon as I saw it originally, I sent it right to Chamber.
Directly to me.
Directly to you, because
I keep my money on exchanges.
Well, not only that. I mean, not only that reason, but you had said a couple of times on the podcast that you were a big KuCoin guy.
I am a big KuCoin fan.
Right. So, I immediately thought of you, and I said, oh, shit, if anybody has money on KuCoin, it's probably Chamber. And so I sent it to you, and then it made it around Twitter like crazy. It was like
I feel like it was resolved quickly. Like, I feel like within 30 minutes, I had a direct message from
they
KuCoin.
responded to a whole bunch of those articles.
Yeah, well, which is great. And then in typical Twitter fashion, they didn't let it die, and they were just now even after they responded, I still saw somebody posting about this article yesterday, and I'm like, okay, I thought this was resolved, but so KuCoin is not vanished.
It's still strong.
Boiler room on you,
but it should. This is perfect timing for that kind of FUD, because the only thing this bear market is missing is exchange
is an exit scam. Yeah,
and
totally.
Honestly, Fungus, as soon as Bunchu sent me that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Like, could anything worse happen that again, I keep a small portion of my portfolio on the exchange, but I don't need to lose any more than I have to.
Right,
I'm going to lose plenty on my own. I don't need somebody stealing it from me.
Right. Exactly.
If anyone's going to lose that money, it's going to be me.
Yeah, exactly. It's
and
mine to lose.
It's mine to lose
spectacularly. That's exactly right. That's awesome. So, that'll do it for our news segment. Usually we have an extra one, but like we said, Cynthia's not here today. However, I'm going to put something in lieu of the fourth news story. The Chamber, you sent me this. I'm not sure if you sent it to me today or not, but this is the definition of REKT. It was a tweet.
It was today.
It was today.
Yeah.
It was a tweet by Augustus Crypto, and it says a $400,000 loan to buy crypto in January, and then it said, "All right, I guess it could be a lot worse." So apparently, this is not Augustus that took out a $400,000 loan. He has a picture from somebody in Reddit that says, "Here's my bank statement installment related to a loan I took to invest in crypto. Still need 3.5 years to go until I'm free. Until then, I'm working for nothing and I'm at an 85% loss. I hope this gives you a lesson." And then he posted pictures of like his payback amount for this loan that he took. So each installment is
It's around like 16K or something like that.
It's monthly. It's $8,194 a month from now until.
He took out a 4-year loan for $400K.
Yeah.
I used to do financing. That's a thick payment.
That thick is a good way to describe this.
Payment.
So he actually has a payment due tomorrow. So
Oh, nice.
respect to this guy.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? Do you think if Bunchu, you're a degenerate gambler, like we all know.
Guilty.
If I gave you a bet to make and you had to say, would his portfolio recover faster than him being able to pay off the
Oh,
loan?
wow.
Well, so
Where's the money going? Where's the money?
You would imagine that this would have to be, so if it's 4-year loan, we said, so he's talking
We're gonna
2021.
Yeah, we're gonna call it 3.5 years.
I mean, he's at an 85% loss.
Yeah.
Assuming he's in a bunch of altcoins, I'm gonna say no.
So you think it won't reach its 2017 high
before he
pays it off in 2021?
Yes, and here's why. Because imagining he's in a bunch of altcoins, right? You've all seen that chart that says, okay, here's how much you would need to to increase if you have a certain percentage lost.
Yes.
So if he's at 85% loss, he needs,
what, a 16x? Or?
yes, something like that, just to get what he's at. And then that's assuming every coin he's in is going to do something like that. And, maybe if he was in Bitcoin only, and you're talking 2021 after the halving and stuff, and maybe you got a shot, but I don't think it's gonna happen for this
One
guy.
could argue we could have at least 2 alt seasons before the next halving.
So, but then still means everything you have needs to over 10x just to be even.
Okay, when I got into crypto, people were talking shit about 10x's like it was nothing. Like you needed 50x's.
But now where are you?
Yeah, no, totally. But I'm saying if it happened once, at some point, you don't think it's going to 50x from here?
I do, but I'm just
or like something.
I'm just saying
I'm not
this
saying like the whole thing.
This guy's probably spread so thin at this point with, he's probably, if you had $400,000 to buy altcoins, you would have 150 bags, Chamber.
You're probably. I might have more than 150 bags.
So I'm assuming he's probably in somewhere close to the same boat there.
Yeah, he's just kind of like a supersized version of me.
Except you were smart enough not to take the loan out. So
no, that's true. That is true.
Hope.
No, I didn't.
Well, at least not a $400,000.
Not a $400,000 loan.
If I
The
could
lawyer
get
at the bank says I
400,000
can't talk about that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Oh man, that's funny. So, I wanted to talk about that, so I figured I'd put it there while we had an open void for news stories. So let's get to the REKT test, Chamber.
Get wrecked!
What do we got for Fungus?
All right, Fungus, I'm going to ask you 5 questions. Just to kind of gauge, if you've learned any lessons during this down market, and how you're going to fare out basically in the next alt run. So just answer as honestly as you can, and we will grade your performance at the end. So, question number 1: is your portfolio more than 70% alts?
Fuck.
We found the magic number.
Yeah. So we've had to adjust this number a couple of times because when we were first started the podcast, what was it, 85% or 80%?
Yeah, 85%.
And nobody was answering yes. So we've actually been coming down on that number to find out, okay, where are we going to start getting yes answers? So
70% is the number.
All right.
Okay. Do you use more than 3x leverage on BitMEX?
No, I don't. I stay away from BitMEX. I tried it for 2 weeks. I came out break even. I used 2 to 3x leverage. I used a small little bag. It's a lot of babysitting. It takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of knowledge. I don't understand the system well enough. I don't understand the fees, the contracts.
It is kind of confusing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I looked at the site for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I closed it and
Like
never went back again.
I'd love to use it to short Bitcoin, but that
I wish I knew how.
is, long gone.
Maybe we can long it now. Can you long coins? Is that a thing?
Yeah, is that?
What?
Do they get longer?
Do they? I don't know. I know you can short them. I know they get shorter, but I don't know if they get longer.
They have for the last 8 months. They've gotten very short.
All right, so no extra leverage on BitMEX, and basically don't use it. Right. Question number 3: do you own Verge or Tron?
No.
Have you ever?
Yes.
Everybody
Verge.
has. That's okay.
Verge I have. If I held Verge where I bought it at before it just went nuclear.
Crazy.
I mean, how do you predict stuff like that? I don't know. Let's not talk about that. There was a point where it was at 40 sats, and I was like, I should get back in here. This will be fun. And then I forgot about it, and like, it was just insane. But no, I don't currently own Verge or Tron.
So my brother, Verge was like his first real alt that he was like in love with, and people say don't marry your bags. Well, he proposed. Verge said yes. They got married. They had a beautiful wedding. And subsequently,
they divorced and Verge got into porn.
pretty much. Exactly.
Oh, that's so good.
That works. Oh man, and this is why we get paid the big bucks. But I'll never forget. He was in it, and he was in it when it went crazy. And we were together. It was December, and we were like, it was Christmas break, and we were all at a family dinner in New York City, and he couldn't stop looking at his phone because it was just going parabolic, and he's like, oh my God, I'm making so much money. So much money. We're all sitting at dinner and we're like, sell some. She's cheating on you. She's about to get into porn to divorce her now. And he did not, of course, and then wrote it all the way back down. But that pump was one of the craziest things. I literally watched him in real time get what I would consider for him rich, and literally just to have it all come back down.
Isn't that a great image to have over your brother?
Oh, it's crazy, and
I don't have a brother, but I would imagine I would like to have that.
I felt bad. I would love my brother to be rich because I think he would take care of me a little bit. He's I would love for him to be rich, but
I'm not a great technical trader, but like, I've noticed my emotional control, and I've noticed times when I'm super euphoric, and like showing family or talking to family about your portfolio is definitely the biggest sell signal to me right now.
You're 100%.
Totally right.
You're 100% right. The only problem though is that's the feeling I got literally the moment I got into crypto.
Right. So you didn't know any other.
I didn't know what regular crypto was.
Right.
Right.
Like I got in and it was just like I bought my first alt, and it's the exact same story, Bunchu. I bought a bag of Publica, which I still have some.
You have owned coins that I've never even
heard
of.
I got them all. I got them all under the sun.
Unbelievable.
They're all low cap gems now.
Oh my gosh.
But shout out to Publica. I think you guys are doing a good job out there. Still. But what they're doing is authorship on the blockchain, and I bought that. So say I bought it at 9:00 one night. I woke up in the middle of the night. As we did back then, and check your phone.
Totally. That's another sign, probably. By the way.
I definitely don't check it at night now.
Right.
I sleep like a baby now.
Yeah,
me too.
No, I haven't slept better. But it went, like you said, it went parabolic. I had like 7x'd my bag. Like I felt like in 36 hours.
Oh my god.
And like every time I looked at it, it was just like, are you kidding me right now? Like this is great. But that was This is 2.5, 3 weeks into me buying my first Bitcoin.
Right. So you felt like a genius. Yeah.
And Bitcoin obviously is still going up at this point too.
Right.
Yeah. So everything I'm touching is turning to gold. And I'm a genius trader.
You are the Canadian Midas.
Yeah.
By the way, just for context, Verge right now is at 180 sats. So with an all-time high of I think it went up to almost 2,000. I think was where it was, but which is just insanity. And that was also when McAfee was doing his shilling, and he was all over that one too.
Ooh, shout out to John McAfee, the new CEO of another bag I own, LuxCore.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. We actually had tell them the story about putting that on the question.
Yeah,
list.
it's interesting. It happened today when we were courting Mr. McAfee to come onto the show. We had sent some questions. Yeah, courting. You like that?
I like that.
We were wooing him. We had sent some questions in to kind of be reviewed. This is kind of the idea. These are some of the ideas we're thinking of. And one of the questions I had was him being an advisor for LuxCore. And they came back and they're like, "Oh, we never heard of that." I'm like, "Oh," and I sent them the tweet. I'm like, "Am I going crazy? Did I just look like an asshole?" And I'm like, "Sure enough, no, I found the tweet. Yes, he definitely tweeted out he was an advisor for Lux." And I sent it to him, and I don't think they said anything. And then, sure enough, today, now he's the CEO. So
today he's announced it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So, anyway, do we have one more in the rec test? I'm sorry, I derailed that.
Yeah, I was shilling so many of my bags today. Sorry. I apologize.
Can't fight the urge.
I know.
We need to do something.
Question. We got some questions to do. Question number 4. Do you own a hardware wallet?
No, I don't.
Oh, man. You're the first one to answer
that is the first one.
I don't.
Fungus, even I own an empty hardware wallet.
We also joke that he doesn't own a hardware wallet. It's just his vape that he thinks is on a hardware wallet.
It doesn't plug into my computer very well. No on the hardware wallet.
I just use I use a combination of some online wallets. I use some PC wallets. I'm staking mining, and then I've got some mobile wallets that I use.
No, I'm kind of the same way.
Have you ever staked? Have you ever done staking, Chamber?
I stake my Lux, actually. Funny you should bring that up again.
I haven't really staked anything ever, and I haven't ever dabbled.
I don't know how every other token coin does their staking, but even I can do the Lux one. I mean, it's just like a web wallet that stakes it for you automatically, and it's pretty seamless. If all of them are like that, then it's pretty easy. But my experience is most of these things are
I haven't done many staking coins, and I haven't done any master nodes.
I've got 2 master nodes running.
Do you really?
Nice.
Probably the 2 cheapest right now.
Well, that's the thing.
That's the thing.
You kind of. I feel like I want to. If I'm gonna do it, it's got to be reasonable. Like as far as what they cost. So, because I'm poor now. So, it is what it is. But I also feel like us shilling our bags on here is like the equivalent of us panhandling on the streets of the city.
Yeah.
Like
buy my bags.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you can't buy my bags because if I haven't sold them yet.
Any spare Satoshis?
Please, sir.
No, we haven't put our tip address in the description yet.
That's true.
That's when you know it's bad.
That's true.
Question number 5. The last question: is Cryptopia in your top 3 favorite exchanges?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Hell yeah, that is.
It's got to be a Canadian thing.
We just know where to find those sweet hot alts.
That's right.
So sweet alts.
So how did he do?
I don't know. I feel like because he said Cryptopia and he didn't have a. I don't think he did that well.
I probably didn't.
Let's see here. Over 70%.
Right.
No to the BitMEX. No to Verge. Tron. Does not have a hardware wallet.
So we got 3 out of 5 right. Or as what we're deciding would be right.
3 out of 5.
So
not bad. Not bad. Better than most.
It's a technical pass.
That's a technical pass.
It is. It's a technical pass. That is correct.
That's how I live my life, is on technical passes.
C's get degrees.
That's right. They sure do. My boss never asked me for my my GP.
Awesome. So that's the REKT test. Now we're gonna go on.
That was fun. Thanks.
Hey, it's a good one. We like to ask those questions just to get a gauge of how other people are, faring.
These are all
out there.
questions that I answer yes to, and I just want to know.
Yeah, the REKT
how.
test actually started as 10 questions,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I had a lot
Yeah.
of questions.
and Chamber answered yes to all of them. So it's you. Even 60%, you're good. You're doing good.
Yeah, you're doing 60% better than me.
So now we are going to get to the purge.
The
So,
purge.
Yes. So this was a idea we got from Whale Report's editor at Father of Bags, and he basically asked if you could purge any crypto project out there with no consequences, what would it be and why? So the only stipulations here are you cannot use what any of our other guests have already chosen, which are Tron, Ripple. I think it was it Crypto Chris Walken that purged Ethereum, which
Yeah.
at this point
wow,
would have been a
interesting.
pretty damn good move.
Went right out of the playbook.
Yep. Verge, Donnie Crypto, and Cynthia went toe to toe last week about EOS. And what do we got, Fungus?
I've got such a hate on for Ripple. I think we all do, but I think it's because someone
I like
already
the
called
term
it.
hate on.
Oh,
That's a great term.
their shills are just a whole other breed of shills.
It's like a Ripple army.
It's like a
Yeah.
disservice to shills.
It is a disservice to shills. I'm gonna say Bitcoin Cash.
Bitcoin Cash. I can't believe no one has said that so
Yeah,
far.
I can't believe hasn't come up yet either.
I feel like we've had
Maybe
a
because
few
it's
Bcashers
so
on.
clearly dying that you don't have to mention it now.
That's it. No, so Bcash for
Bcash.
for Fungus, and I'm like I said, I think it's amazing that nobody has chosen that one
No.
yet. But
There are a couple that I'm shocked. Obviously, Ethereum getting out so early is a big shock.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of coins out there that I'm surprised we haven't brought up yet.
well, we're getting there because
Oh, I'm sure we'll get there.
twice.
Like Roger's tweets are just getting so desperate. It's so sad.
we have
feel
pretty
sad
much
for
in the
him.
last 3 weeks here we have officially buried ourselves from ever getting Roger.
For
Ver
Roger?
on the
I feel like we're
podcast.
still good. I feel like we're still good to get Roger.
You
Come
think so?
back,
I'm not
come
sure.
back to
man.
Bitcoin.
I'm not sure. We've had a couple.
He might be Bitcoin Judas, but he would be the prodigal son if he came back to,
I,
Yeah.
I bet you
Bitcoin.
he would. I bet you he would.
Everybody
be
loves a
accepted there.
comeback story.
That's
They do.
right. That's right. Awesome. So our last segment here is what we call the REKT Index. So basically, we started out calling this the REKT Fantasy League, where you would pick 3 projects that you believed in that are going to perform well over the next 3-4 months. But we decided that we were going to actually put our money where our mouth is, and we were actually going to buy a piece of all the coins that our guests suggest. So what do you got for us? We need 3 picks from you, Fungus.
Oh God.
That will be
Chamber,
purchased.
Chamber,
when
you
are we
got
going to
your-
purchase these? These will be purchased by day's end tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So I am.
You got your pen ready, Chamber?
I am.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Putting the nail in your guy's coffin. This is great.
I feel like
The final
you're-
nail.
Hold on, wait. Actually, before you go here, let's just give a quick little update of the REKT Index.
You want to
Yeah,
know where
yeah,
we
yeah.
are so far?
Yeah,
Okay.
so what I have here says we are down 27.87% all
Oh, it's-
time. Is that about right?
In dollars?
That's a win
No.
in my books.
Like
yeah,
in
I have
USD?
in dollars. Yeah,
Yeah, 1 second. What'd you say?
in dollars, 27%, 28%.
Yeah, I got the same.
Okay, so we are our best performers so far have been Raven Coin as of today.
As of today, yeah,
So
it took
that
off.
shout out Coin Yeezy pick, and actually Z Classic, which we should probably end up selling because we were up 60% on it at some point, and now we are up 5%. So we did not sell. And then
Sure.
everything else is what we are calling below the chamber line, which is in the deep negative.
What about, I thought XDNA had, no, there it is.
We are minus 18% on
Yeah.
that.
in the
our-
chamber pot.
Yeah, we in our
Yeah,
chamber
exactly.
pot, yes,
In the chamber pot
that's what
for
we're gonna
sure.
call that. Thank you for letting us have
Oh,
that.
that's
We're
cool.
taking
We
it
have-
from
can-
you.
Yeah, we are taking that.
The worst performer, a Crypto Chris Walken pick, 70%
What?
down on VeChain.
Oh,
And
Christopher
then, yeah,
Walken.
Yeah, come on, Walken. What the hell?
All
right.
That's okay.
I don't know.
Shout out to Crypto Christopher Walken. We are now brothers for life because I just found out he is a huge Laker fan like I am.
Oh,
so
I saw that the other day. Laker love.
Chris Walken, you and me, man. We're going to LA. We're going to watch a game.
All right, Fungus, what do you got for us here?
Okay, this is great because today's a great day. I could just like close my eyes.
You
and
could
just
pick anything.
and
You're going to be a winner.
I'm going to seem like a genius.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, the question is, do I shill my own bags or do I tell you some stuff? That
Yeah, I think
Go with your
I think
heart.
you go with your bags.
Go with my bags. So we're talking Cryptopia, Mothership.
Do you have a Cryptopia account?
You guys,
Yeah.
Mothership.
I've heard of this.
I enjoy waiting for their exchange that'll never come out. They are based out of Estonia.
Is that MSP? Is that the ticker?
That's
on that?
MSP.
Yeah.
Estonia is not even a real country.
Is it a real country? It's like
Wasn't that
Transylvania.
where,
It's empty like the KuCoin office.
wasn't Estonia where what's the
where
the
Dracula's
guy that
from.
was where's the Pauly Shore movie from the 90s where they froze Encino Man? Wasn't he
Encino
from
Man.
Estonia?
You are
No,
just
no,
pulling
I-
out a deep cut there.
That is
It's
a
all
tough
right,
one.
people. The four people that understood that one will love it. So
I know of the movie Encino Man, but I am not well versed enough to either confirm or deny.
I
that.
might be a professional Pauly Shore movie watcher.
Oh, you totally would be.
So let's say Mothership.
Mothership.
I think if they get their exchange launched, it could be crazy. It's an ERC20 token. It's an ERC20 token. Good team, based out of Estonia. Interesting project. They had one ICO launch. They are notorious for doing all the referral links, which drives everyone nuts. But once every 3 months, they have a new referral link scheme going out there.
When you say scheme,
I'm being. This is the market talking. This is a bad day. I'm not giving them enough credit. They do have a great team. I think the referral link shilling just can really get
Get out of control.
Get out of control.
That's like panhandling on the street.
Oh,
You want people's pennies.
yep.
You know.
all right. What's your second pick?
Second pick. Let's do fun stuff. Let's not do anything. Let's just look at some stuff.
I just like it when people call my bags out.
Yeah, I know that's your favorite part. It's like
And it hasn't happened yet. Like
we
every
need like
single.
a buzzer. We need a buzzer for whenever that does happen. We'll play.
Yeah,
like
it hasn't happened yet. I'm looking at all of our bags.
Yeah,
We
that's
have-
because all the bags you've mentioned I've never heard of in my life.
and we've had good guests on that know what they're talking about.
Let's do. So my last bag buy was Bit Crystals. It is
Wow.
a Bittrex
Never heard
coin.
that
Bittrex
What's
It
the
is-
sticker on that?
BCY.
Oh, I
The
have
chart
heard of
is
that.
absolutely obliterated. Like this thing.
That might be.
If there was a floor, this thing is on the
Cleaning
basement of a house in the center of the earth. Like it's so low. It's a game token. Along the same lines of, let's say, like game credits or something like that. It could be like a tiny little gem on Bittrex. Buy it
All right.
before it probably gets delisted.
Awesome.
Oh, I had so bad luck. So much bad luck with the Bittrex delistings.
Yeah, that's true.
That's another one I own. Fuck that.
Oh, boy. Have you had any of your coins be delisted, Chamber?
Not yet. I don't
Wow.
buy it on the
Wow,
classy
you're
sites like
so
Bittrex,
excited
so-
about that.
I know. Yeah, it's gonna happen though.
That's funny.
So what happens when they delist them and you have them on the exchange?
So they announce it beforehand.
Okay.
They'll say like these coins are gonna be delisted in like 2 weeks. They start to dump. You've got about 2 weeks to look in the mirror and sell it for a loss, and then you can rebuy it on.
Or if they're on another
exchange,
exchange, you can move
Right.
them.
yeah,
Right.
move them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most people dump them because some of these ones that are being delisted aren't on very many other exchanges. So
Yeah, that
No,
makes sense.
the
That's why
liquidity
you see
dries
them.
up, and
yeah. But sometimes,
It'll put you in-
they're a good play. Like I remember, I forget if it was MCO or something got delisted from Bittrex, but it was on Binance and it was dumping so hard, but it was still on a really good exchange, so there was a really good buying opportunity for that too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying buy delisted coins, by the way.
No,
do not do that.
No, I did the same with like BitShares. It got
Yep.
delisted, and I just waited for it to dump further, and then I rebought it on Polo, and that played okay. Same with Made, Safe.
Mhm.
Just rebought it on Polo, and that's been okay. But whoa, some other ones.
Awesome. So what's your third and last one?
Let's keep it kind of goofy.
I like Fungus. He's one of us, you know.
Yes, he
So
is.
here's an obscure pick.
This is the obscure one, by the way.
This is the obscure one. It's not on any major exchange.
We have
But
to be
the-
able to buy these, unless you want to sell us a bag of yours.
We are now going OTC with our guests.
OTC. This one's called a Chroma. It's
Chroma.
a mineable.
What's the ticker?
AKA. It's
Oh.
on stocks.
Interesting.
It's a masternode coin. It's a mineable coin. It just got listed on CoinMarketCap.
So
It's
fairly-
got lots
fairly-
of good technical people working on it. Lots of good media people working on it. I think I've been chilled into it until I found a good buying opportunity, and then I bought in, and I'm excited about it.
I have a feeling, like you said, today specifically, you could throw a dart. And
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna make some money if we buy these pretty quick. So, we are definitely going to. Chamber, you're on duty to find out where we can get some AKA. But that's awesome, man. So thank you for that. That kind of wraps up our segments here. So we just wanted to see if there's anything else you want to talk about, anything you want to plug, anything you're working on, and where can people find you, things like that.
I don't have anything to plug because
Sweet,
I
except
am
for
a
the
mere,
bags.
Except for the bags. I'm a mere fish, kind of swimming with the whales. I think it's important. I mean, we all really look towards crypto Twitter for our knowledge, for our research, for our connection,
For
I
our
think it's-
sanity.
for our sanity. But it's just really important to kind of realize who is just posturing on Twitter and not really providing a lot of good content, and is just kind of faking it. And as some people call it, like it's just like crypto LARPing. And it's just getting so annoying. I have to bring it up.
Crypto LARPing is
Crypto
hilarious.
LARPing. It's just like you're just taking your parents' money and you're just pretending to be crypto rich. It's getting under my skin.
It's
and I'm
funny
getting
you say
saltier
that.
by the minute.
Because I was on Instagram earlier today, and I think we ranked the crypto social medias before. Crypto Instagram definitely takes the cake. I think it's the worst of them all. All it is
so
just
Worse than
people-
Facebook?
Oh my god, dude! It's just people that are posting like stacks of money that are like stock photos they got off of, or like Lambos, and it's just the most. Or like they're trading setups with 20 screens and an iced latte, and like it's just unbearable. And so I think I'm that's some LARPing.
Oh, yeah. I haven't ventured into that deep dark pit of despair yet.
Don't
That's
do it.
Instagram or Facebook.
Don't do it. Save yourself.
Maybe shout out to the Juice. Shout out to
The Juice.
BTC Charlie Brown.
We had the
Bitcoin
juice
Bella,
on. We had
Queen,
the juice on. The juice was dope.
Crypto Euclid.
Yeah, we love
Tamer.
Yuki. Don't you love
Pump and
seeing
jump.
Yuki's face now?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Yuki
it's crazy.
doxed.
Yeah, and doxing this week. I'm conflicted about doxing. I do post like some music videos.
Well, you did post a toe once.
I posted some toe shots.
Danny DeVito does the same thing on Twitter too.
Toe knife.
Yeah, he only takes pictures of his foot. It's very strange.
My
I'm
toe
always
knife.
security first, but if you're having fun and you're just having fun with the space and you want to dox yourself in just kind of a playful manner, go for it. But just be safe. Like if it's your money, lose your money on your own accord. Don't get hacked. Don't get exit scammed or scammed.
I feel like doxing's going up right now. Just nobody has money anymore.
No one has money anymore.
No.
No one cares.
Come and take my life. I dare you.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to switch lives with me. Trust me.
All the power to them, but just be careful.
I tweeted at BTC Charlie Brown the other day. I told him
his shit is so good.
Yeah, and because I know he's writing like the Bitcoin or like the crypto sitcom pilot or whatever that he was working on.
Yeah.
And I tweeted at him and I was like, hey, I want you to help me write Bitcoin the musical, and we could take it on Broadway. I was joking with my dad and my brother about that. I'm like, I think people would come and see Bitcoin the musical.
That you could make that funny, and people would want to watch that. Yes,
like you could do like Book of Mormon-y type.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Carlos Matos.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And there's a real,
they
story
made Alexander
arc
Hamilton fun.
Yeah, exactly. It could be like Hamilton meets.
Book of
Mormon meets
Perfect.
Carlos Matos, and but like it's got a whole story arc. There's the rise and fall. There's good guys and bad guys, and LARPing, and all of it. So
porn sites.
So now, exactly. So BTC Charlie Brown, I was serious. So get at me. But
it's gonna be a lot of shout outs on this episode.
I know, it's good. The more the merrier, man.
I'd love it.
Let's get everybody on too. Let's have some fun. So what's your Twitter handle? Where can people find you?
I'm Cryptofungus. I just tweet jokes and memes.
He does them very
personal.
well too.
Everything is just a reflection of where I'm at with my crypto experience. That's generous with just crypto and how anyways, I hope the jokes make you guys laugh. I hope everyone enjoys them, and if you're wrecked like me, you can just kind of like laugh it out and still enjoy the space.
Heck yeah, that's what we're here for on REKT podcast, at least too. So awesome. But that will lead us into the end here. So speaking of Twitter, follow us on Twitter at REKT_podcast. Join our Telegram group. We have a lot of fun in there. It is t.me/REKT_podcast. We're still working on some giveaways, but we need to get some more people in there. But
we got to hit 250.
Yeah, and we're at about 200 right now. Yeah. So tell your grandmother to join Telegram and get her on there. And make her use night mode, though.
Only night mode.
Leave us a review on iTunes, please. A 5-star review if you like us, a 1-star review if you hate us, but please don't hate us. We love you.
Don't give us a 1 star. Even if you hate us, give us 5 stars.
And leave us a review and a REKT story. We've had this guy. We're actually kind of going back and forth with Raptor Jesus 42 now.
I love him. You know what? Big fan of Raptor Jesus 42.
Me too.
Big fan.
He's given us our most negative review, but he's
really part of the family. Yeah. He's like the dog. He's like the dog of our family.
Right, and that always bites Cynthia.
Yeah, always.
And that's it for us. We will leave it with the BitMEX REKT of the week. We have a liquidated long on Tron for 8,500,692 contracts. That is freaking wrecked, bro. Wow. That is wrecked. You have to be some kind of degenerate.
Rickety wrecked.
It is. You got to be some kind of degenerate to try to go 8 million contracts deep on Tron.
I'm wrecked, but I'm not that bad.
That's it,
thanks,
man.
guys.
Awesome, man. Hey. Thank you for coming on. We've had a lot of
blast.
Fun.
So much fun.
Absolutely, and
I feel like Fungus is going to be our first repeat guest. That's the.
I would love anytime.
I'm calling my shot.
Calling your shot.
You got a cancellation?
Yeah,
give me a call.
I'm in. All right, awesome, man. Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Until next time, don't get wrecked, and that is financial advice.